Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I am reviewing Fortnite Battle Royale for the PS4. Fortnite is an online game developed by Epic Games. The game has 3 different game modes: Fortnite Save the World, Fortnite Creative and Fortnite Battle Royale. For the purposes of this review I'll be focusing on the Battle Royale mode. So what is Battle Royale? Basically 100 players get matched together, then you're all in a flying battle bus and you have to skydive then glide onto the map. The only thing you have at the start is a pickaxe to smash up buildings. If you want any weapons or health packs, you have to find them, and that's where the game gets interesting. The start of each match is just a mad rush to find a decent gun before someone else does and finds you, because unarmed you're basically going to die. When you kill an opponent they drop all of their items, but you can only carry 6 items yourself in your inventory, so it's about managing your resources and taking the things you absolutely need. The map shrinks in size at regular intervals as the storm slowly surrounds the gameplay area. The reason this is implemented is because it keeps the match within a certain time limit, otherwise these games could go on forever. So it's a 100-person free-for-all on an ever-shrinking map where you'll eventually be forced into a very small space to fight it out to the death with the other players. And the last person standing at the end is the winner. So it's a very simple premise, and that is the reason it's so popular. But it's not just combat you can use, you can also build. Originally Fortnite was a game designed as a base building game where you'd have to withstand waves of enemy hordes and fortify your base to survive the game. They've taken this element of the game and added it to the Battle Royale, and it gives a different dimension to Battle Royale. I mean, it's not for everyone and it can get very annoying when you're trying to shoot someone and they just build about 100 walls around them, but it does make the combat and the interaction with other players more complex and varied. You can bunker up or fortify a building where you think the storm will end and wait for enemy players to come flooding in, but the storm isn't always that predictable, so the general building strategy that I've seen while playing is usually used for quick defense in firefights or building a small shed so you can heal yourself. Because when you heal it takes a number of seconds and you can't shoot during that process, so you need a little bit of time where you're free from danger. So that's the basic game loop. If you die you can just jump into another match and play with another one of the millions of other players that are playing Fortnite worldwide, so you're never going to run out of matches to play. That is another reason why this is so popular, because there's nothing worse than just being in an online game with no players waiting in a lobby. So that, the fact that so many people play this makes it more popular. The game is also free to download and own, and it's free to play online, as in you don't need a paid subscription online pass to play against other players. Personally, I think that's a formula other games should adopt, as it maximises the player base and it makes everyone feel included and everyone can play it. And in the end they're going to make money from that. So it is free to own the game and play the game. So how do these developers make money out of it? Well, you've got virtual currency and battle passes. Basically everything in the game that's cosmetic like skins or emotes is purchasable with VC, virtual currency, as in the battle pass, which is $7.99. The Battle Pass is like a paid subscription that lasts as long as the current game season. Once the season you're playing finishes, your Battle Pass expires. The Battle Pass basically gives you cosmetic rewards for completing certain tasks and milestones during the current season. These cosmetics you keep forever, but you can only earn these ones during the current season, although you can buy some of the items in the store using VC later on. So be aware, if you buy a battle pass, it won't last you forever, only for the duration of the current season. If you want it for the next season, you'll have to buy it again and pay again. So it's like a time-sensitive subscription service in a way. The amount of skins and cosmetics is very impressive, and they've done a lot of work with official brands like the NFL, like Star Wars, like other things, to name a few. Honestly, I don't mind microtransactions when they're in free games, because the developers have got to make money somehow and they're giving you a game for free, so to charge you for cosmetics and battle passes, I think that's absolutely fine. Everything you do in the game will make you level up. The higher the level, the more rewards that you're going to gain. The game map is well designed and it's very colourful, varied, with lots of little sneaky places to build, find a place to have a bunker, lots of open towns where all of the action kicks off, wide open countrysides. You've got boats you can ride in, and it's got a rocket launcher attached, which is awesome. There are also zip lines if you need to get out of somewhere fast or just get out of the storm very quickly. The variety of guns is pretty good, and they're all colour coded based on their effectiveness, so if you find a legendary weapon near the end of the game, you just upped your chances of winning the round. The guns, overall, they feel great. The controls, they're very smooth, very sensitive, very responsive. The analog sticks feel just about right. The sensitivity, it's all on point. Playing solo is great fun, but personally, my favourite mode was Battle Royale Duos, where you and a friend can take 50 other duos on in a world map, and it's playable in local split screen. So it's fantastic for a great couch co-op session. Basically, each battle is what you make it. If you want to be super aggressive, head to the towns, find a gun and take out as many people as you can as quickly as possible. It's risky, but the rewards are higher as you can pick out the best weapons, and if you manage to take down some key players early on, all the better for you. Or you can go down the slow and quiet approach. You can land in the countryside, slowly go from quiet location to quiet location, build up your weapons, your resources, and pick people off in a stealthy way. You can even hide in the trash and jump out when other players least expect it. It's a bit of a trolly way of doing it, but you know, sometimes in games you don't have the best weapons, you just got to make the most of it, and in the end it's about winning. Winning at all costs. You really have to be aware of your surroundings, as there's 100 players out there, and so there's a lot of variation in playstyle, so you can't just apply the same principles to everybody. That's why each match is so much fun, because it's the variety and it's the unpredictability. So unless you've been living under a rock for 3 years, you've obviously heard about Fortnite. I joined the battle bus a little late, but why is the game so popular and played by millions worldwide? Well, the game is free to own, it's free to play online, and even if you don't own an online pass, you can still play. So it means everyone who owns a PS4 can play it with friends online, and it's inclusive and it's a great experience. The controls are easy to learn, they're simple to master. It's a lot of fun, it's very addictive, and you can just keep jumping into game after game every time you die. Basically, it's the gameplay loop that keeps you playing longer than you probably would, along with the battle pass, the fear of missing out element, because when you buy a battle pass, you're going to play this game a lot because you put the money in, so you want to make the most of it, and it makes sense. It's a good way of luring people in, making them play for longer than they would. So overall, it's just a very well thought out game mode that appeals to everyone. It can be played by everyone, and even people who are rubbish, like me, can still win the odd match from time to time. Graphically, the game, it's very child friendly, very colourful, vibrant, smooth around the edges, and it's just very nice visually. Obviously, it's an online game, so you will get lag as people's signals dip in and out, because you've got 100 people in a map, so you're going to have variable internet speeds. But you know, this isn't online gaming, this is just a part of it. Until everyone's got super fast wired fibre, this is how it is. You just have to live with it and hope it doesn't lead to you dying down the stretch for some like glitchy moment. The menus, they're very simple, very bold, very clear to use. You know, it's easy to navigate. You know, they've done a good job with that, simplifying all the kind of menu systems. The sound on the whole is very good. The map doesn't really have much ambience, but the way the sound is managed in terms of distance with gunshots and noises is very good. You know, you can hear things in the distance from directions, so it kind of helps you know when things are kicking off. Also, the guns sound great. They're very loud, very strong. They've really overplayed them, and it just makes it more of a cartoony style of gun, but they're really satisfying to use. You also have the option to voice chat with other players, but you can turn that off if you find that stuff annoying. Overall, sound wise, good. It's good, I can't fault it. Okay, so what's good and what's bad? What's good? The game is free to own and free to play online for everybody. The Battle Royale game loop, it's so addictive, and every match is a different kind of experience. The split screen couch co-op mode is an excellent feature, and I'm so glad they added it. Overall, it's a fun, family-friendly experience. It's a game everyone can play and contribute. There's no surefire way of winning a match, so over time you're going to learn different techniques, and that's why the matches become so interesting, because you're always learning and you're always developing. What's bad? The battle passes do expire at the end of the season, so you have to repurchase it periodically, but the game is free, so it's not a negative necessarily, but just be aware, buying a battle pass, it won't last you forever. And finally, I'm not sure the building aspect of Fortnite really suits Battle Royale mode, but it is there if you want to use it. I mean, for me, it can be frustrating, but once you figure out how the builders work, you can play around it. I'm not a big builder in the game. I do like building games, but Battle Royale, I just want to kill everyone. So builders are special kinds of enemies in this game, and you've got to kind of adapt your approach to them, because it's not just shoot, kill. You've got to kind of think about it more strategically. So is it a bad point? I don't know. It's annoying, but it's just part of the process. Okay, so what is the verdict? Fortnite is a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, which is the reason it took me so long to play this game. But within about 30 minutes of playing it with a friend, I was hooked, my friend was hooked, and you know, our reservations just went away. The format of Battle Royale perfectly suits this game. It's the main reason people know about Fortnite, let's be honest. Originally it was a survival building game, which they're still working on, but now when you say Fortnite, everybody just thinks Battle Royale. You have to say well done to the developers, because ever since Fortnite became a Battle Royale game, it's just absolutely blown up. It's very enjoyable, addictive, it's full of variety, different possibilities, and I enjoy it. Lots of people play it, lots of people enjoy it, and it's just a bit of fun really. So my score for Fortnite Battle Royale is 9 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable game, every match is different, don't get me wrong, some matches are a bit boring, some matches you'll be wandering around and there's no one there, but eventually you'll find someone, but on the whole I found the matches really enjoyable. Okay, that was the review, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.